Once again, the stars are right, and the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Darkest Dungeon. I figure for our 40th episode we'd try something different.
The blood of the fallen flows ever downward along these titan spires. The creature fattens itself on your failures.
So,
God, I love the way this dungeon looks.
it's so good! So, this is the first level of the Darkest Dungeon, and shit gets weird.
I really love the happy zombies.
They're not zombies, they're cultists. They're just really eager to be here. They're party boys, and they're also very hungry. The party boys are not too much of a threat. The thing about the Darkest Dungeons is that they're set pieces. There's no random generation to it. You know exactly what you're gonna do. You just gotta do it. The big issue is doing it.
I'm guessing this is a team of 4 level zeros.
I just decided, I wanted to do something special. Let's throw people to the Darkest Dungeon. Just a bunch of nobodies that got off the cart. They just got off the cart, didn't report in. They just decided, fuck it, nobody's doing anything about it, we're gonna do something about it. Let's be heroes.
So you're doing this exclusively for that achievement, right?
Yes.
Gently.
Cool.
I actually got 4 cheevos out of this, but I did it specifically for that.
Nice.
So we have Corbier, who's our man-at-arms. Pippery, who's the Crusader.
That's a great name for a crusader.
Montficue as our other man-at-arms, and Dumont for our Houndmaster.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
But yeah, in the Darkest Dungeon, levels are longer, and enemies are, different.
I'm surprised you brought food. What?
What are you talking about? That was an attack.
Okay. I have no choice but to accept this.
I don't know what's wrong with your video, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, this creature's weird in that, and one thing I noticed about the enemies in the Darkest Dungeon is that their resistances are ever so slightly off, to the point where it frustrates me. Like, this dude doesn't have 105 bleed resist, he has 107. I don't know why it's 107, and it makes me so mad. It's the worst thing.
Okay.
Now, the big thing about this is that a lot of the enemies in this area also cause a lot of stress damage per attack.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
Now,
Yep.
the other big thing about this, since they're level 0 dudes starting in the Darkest Dungeon, they started with 70% stress.
Yep.
I didn't know that was the thing, because I was like, wait, why is he so, stressed out? But, whoops. Guess that's what you get for being a bunch of rookies that tried to be heroes.
But only rarely.
The big issue about this is that the finger does a lot of bleed damage. It's like a neck pinch, except less bleed, but more reliable bleed. I think it also has a high crit chance, so oftentimes it'll go 5 turns and you're just like, fuck everything.
I think you could take this guy out if you just feed the dog.
I mean, it's a problem.
It's only a problem if you make the problem.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Where were we?
I was waiting for one of you guys to just virtue out, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
No way. Virtue is partially dependent on your resolve level, and being level zeros, these aren't good people.
Slow and insidious killer.
Look at that statue in the background. Oh wow, that's so fucked up. Now here's the big problem with the cultists. They're guards that could heal themselves. And that's not gravy.
There's a lot of static attacks in this game.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Like, they're just normal attacks. They're very weird looking, but they're just, you know.
Yeah, it's probably just my video card dying, I don't know.
And now
I don't know, I uploaded this to Dropbox, and Dropbox has been pretty adamant about fucking me over lately, so maybe something happened in between the footage.
Yeah, maybe. Gotta be it.
Then we
You
did
really
go.
feed that dog.
I mean, dog is hungry, but I just, you know,
set the stage for
I have no control of these people. These are just jackasses that decided to jump into the dungeon without my knowledge. I can't help it if they're stupid and just scream at people.
destroy them all.
Man, I did not realize it, but their bleed does 6 damage. That's crazy.
Do less than
Perched
the
at the very
other thing.
precipice
Yeah.
of oblivion.
Wow. I thought bleed DOT's a guarantee death door. I guess not. That Crusader's just like, how dare you command me? Man, this ain't getting cool. I don't like this.
I think you got this. Just feed the dog, you can win.
Yeah, I probably should. Like, I don't know. And for Vice.
Oh.
Wherefore,
But at least you got to hug a dog.
Yeah. Didn't help, but
I mean, it always makes me feel better.
bye.
This is no place for the weak or foolhardy.
Bye.
Oh.
That went south really quick.
You know, I think you still got this. Just stay the course.
Yeah. And
Turns.
all we just needed to do is pile on the stuns. It's fine.
That's all you need.
Very evasive people for having only 19 dodge. Well,
More dust.
poor
more
dog.
Ashes.
Eh.
More disappointment.
I like to think the Houndmaster dies and the dog just sort of runs off in the...
In the darkest dungeon. He lives a dark, and fulfilling life in this hellscape.
Look, I mean, these cultists are
Teetering
evil.
on the
Like,
brink,
there's no doubt about
cursing
that.
the abyss.
But I think they'd pet a dog.
And that is what happens when you
Where there is no
when you
parallel
try
in the
to,
task,
you know, do something you're
there
not
can
quite
be
good
no
at.
glory in its accomplishment.
I think that was a fine first attempt. You should try again.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, with the new stuff out there, maybe I'll have something for it. Now, here's the interesting thing. It's not going to affect this game. However, if you play on New Game Plus, any deaths period actually buff everything in the darkest dungeon.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
The game specifically says the creature fattens itself on your failures. That is not fluff. In New Game Plus, every death you suffer in that mode buffs absolutely everything down there.
Well, I know you can only have a certain number of deaths in New Game Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it actually made the game unwinnable.
I wouldn't say unwinnable, just a lot harder.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I'm not going to do a full New Game Plus run. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that very special episode of Darkest 40. We will be back to a regularly scheduled program shortly.